What's going on, everybody? Richie here, Hybrid Athletics. I want to talk about Wendler 531 and how to run the program, since this is probably going to take up a good bit of my time and be a good bulk of the training footage that I post. I figured it'd probably be a good idea to just share some information on it, how to run the program, and then why I actually switched to Wendler 531 from the basic linear progression program that I was running before. So Wendler 531, just pretty much to sum it up, you're working with 5 rep, 3 rep, and 1 rep ranges from everything from 65% to 95% of your 1 rep training max. Training max meaning approximately 90% of your true 1 rep max, or the most weight that you could do with good form, good to perfect form, good bar speed, and no grinding. That's how you would figure out what your training max is. So approximately 90% of your true 1 rep max. And the way it's broken down is like this. Week 1, all right, and you could do Wendler with all your major lifts. For example, you might be doing bench press, squat, deadlift, standing press, and for me, I'm actually doing it with my weighted chin-ups as well. So the way you would run it is week 1, you do 3 sets of 5. That's your 3 working sets. The 3 working sets of 5 would be with 65, 75, and 85% of your 1 rep max. With the last set of 5 being actually a 5 plus, meaning if you're feeling good on that day and you can get more than 5 reps, you can go for it to get a little bit more out of the set. So the other sets are sort of like ramp up working sets, and the last set, that's where the money's made, especially if you can get those extra reps. It's not necessary, but they don't hurt. And then, like always, I would always recommend leaving 1 rep in the tank as well. At least 1 rep in the tank. Week 2, you would do 3 sets of 3 with 70%, 80%, and 90% of your 1 rep max, with the 3rd set being a 3 plus. So again, if you can get more reps on that last set, go ahead. Week 3, you would do 3 working sets. You would do 5, a set of 5, a set of 3, and a set of 1. For the set of 5, you'd be working with 75% of your 1 rep max. For the set of 3, you would do 85% of your 1 rep max. And on the last set, the set of 1, it's actually a 1 plus with 95% of your 1 rep max. So you see, on that last set of week 3, if you can get 2, 3, 4 reps with 95% of your 1 rep max, you pretty much have increased your max by a significant margin. So that's just really, really cool. Every 3 weeks you're most likely going to increase your max, as long as you have room to go and you're, a beginner to intermediate, and you're not like a super advanced lifter. You can definitely get a lot out of this program. So that's the basic gist of it, with the 4th week being a deload. So the way it goes is you're pretty much just having to hit all your major lifts using the Wendler system 1 time per week. So from the information that I've gathered and what I've heard, you're supposed to do each movement 1 time per week, which I've only been running it for a week, so I'm not exactly sure how much it would harm you, using Wendler system on all your major lifts 2 times per week. I actually did do that this week. It worked out fine. I'm still alive, still getting stronger. So it seems to be working for me. We shall see, I guess, how long I can keep that up for. But one of the reasons why I switched to it is because it's designed to be used once per week. Well, that would mean if I'm doing an upper lower split, if I hit an upper body day where I'm doing all my upper body lifts on the same day and I'm doing the Wendler system, that means that upper body day, my work for Wendler 531, I'm done for the week. Right? Lower body, well, I guess I'm done for the week. Now, I like to capitalize on muscle protein synthesis by hitting every muscle group 48 hours if possible. So, that's not really going to work for me. Plus, I enjoy training. That's like my fun time, you know? That's like the time I get to have fun. So, you know, I'm trying to have fun at least 4 days a week, if that's possible. So what does that do? Well, that allows me to work on the other things that I like doing as well. I want to do grease the groove wide grip pull-ups, you know? And that's going to allow me to do that. It's going to allow me to start doing, you know, a few sets of wide grip pull-ups a few times a week, so I can hit my goal of doing 25 to 30 wide grip pull-ups. If you saw my other video, I got 19 3/4. You know, I don't know, can we round up to 20? I will, I guess. Yeah, sure, I got 20. No, I got 19 3/4. You know, I want to get 25, 30. So Wendler 531s will allow me the free time to do that. That's where that basic linear progression that I was running didn't really allow me the time to do that, because I was doing it, you know, it's like every workout was just the basic linear progression. On top of that, I like that the rep ranges change from workout to workout. The other program I was running, it was like, oh, I got the 45-pound plate to do chin-ups, doing 3 sets of 5. Next week, or next training session, same 45-pound plate, 3 sets of 6. Next training session, same 45-pound plate, 3 sets of 7. It's like, you know, then I get to that workout where it's like 3 sets of 8, and I'm like dreading it. And it was like that with all my lifts. And I knew something was kind of weird about that. I was like, you know, I feel like I'm stronger than this, but this weight and this rep range, it is just brutal. And it was like that with all my lifts. You know, I'm not a brat. I don't mind doing the work. I still do it, get the work done, get stronger, but it just felt off. And then into doing a little bit of research, as my boy Revo Games was kind of helping me out when I was trying to figure out a new program, you know, we realized that I'm doing sets of 8 with like 83% of my 1 rep max, which is just not really the optimal rep range to be working in with that weight. You know, it's actually better to go a little bit lower. So Wendler 531 pretty much addressed that problem, and now I'm having more fun. It's not the same stale weights, you know, for workout after workout after workout. It's a lot more variety. Not to mention I get to throw more weight on the bar or hang more weight from the chains, you know, when I'm doing my chin-ups. If you saw my most recent video, you know, I was able to get an additional, I think it was 75 pounds for 4 reps, right? Only scheduled to do my 3x3, but I had 4 in me. You know, that's really fun. Hitting PRs now left and right, switching it up, keeping it fresh. That's another reason why I decided to switch it up. So pretty much between the flexibility, how it allows me to focus on other things, I'm going to be able to do a little bit of my jump training now, or, you know, have extra days to recover. If I want to get in some hypertrophy work, I can. If I want to do grease the groove pull-ups, grease the groove push-ups, I can. These are all reasons that I switched, and right now, as of right now, I can tell you it's a great decision. I'm loving the program already. I'll definitely be sure to keep you updated on how it goes. I've actually already increased all my max lifts this last week running the Wendler 531 program. So, you know, off to a great start. The linear progression that I was running, it did its job, but I think because I was coming in with, you know, not quite novice level strength, you know, even though these barbell movements are new to me and I have only been doing them for 6 weeks now, being that I had been doing weighted calisthenics and, you know, I was living an active lifestyle, living a fit lifestyle for the last few years, you know, I was sort of coming in with like intermediate to intermediate advanced strength, and I probably just needed to practice these movements a little bit and become more proficient with them. So working in that 5 to 8 rep range, running that basic linear progression, it actually, I did get a lot out of it. I would recommend it. It worked good. It did work good. And doing a little bit of those extra reps, I think it really allowed me to get better at doing these lifts, accumulate some extra volume that I probably wouldn't have gotten without running a program like that. But, I got to that point, like I said, where I was dreading it. You don't want to get to that point. And I love training. So if I'm dreading it, trust me, it was not fun. Because I love it, But, so yeah, that's pretty much how to run the program and why I switched. So as of right now, I'd say I definitely recommend it, but I'll let you know how it goes in the near future. And there will be plenty of videos to show you the progress that I make over that time. Well, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, go ahead and leave me a like. Don't forget to subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at Hybrid Athletics. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them in the box below, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Take it easy. I'll talk to you next time.